I wanted to be able to give you an update from Washington. As I know many of you are well aware, it began this week with the President's State of the Union. While there were certainly a number of things in the President's State of the Union that we can find as common ground to be able to work off of, one thing that I think was left out was something that is important to every American right now, and that is the crushing national debt that we face. It's now $16.5 trillion. A family of four right now, every member owes $51,000 as their portion of the national debt. When it gets down to the interest, we are paying $220 billion a year now just to be able to service the interest on that national debt. By the year 2020, that's going to rise to $728 billion in interest alone. Can you imagine how many children we'd be able to educate, how many roads that we could pave with that $728 billion in interest payments if we could be applying that to actual needs in our country as opposed to just paying interest. That is why it's so important that we address the fiscal concerns of this nation. Through the House of Representatives, we will be introducing a budget to be able to pay down that national debt and to be responsible with the hard-earned dollars that are coming from hardworking Americans in our district. We also can never ever forget that we've got to be able to get our people back to work. In our two largest communities, in Pueblo and in Grand Junction, real unemployment level right now sits at around 20%, and that's reflected throughout the 3rd Congressional District. We've got to be able to get our people back to work. A lot of the regulatory and tax frameworks right now are inhibiting that, and we're committed to working on those issues. We also this week had our first series of full committee meetings in Natural Resources, the Agricultural Committee, and the Small Business Committee, where I chair an oversight committee that sees over energy, ag, and trade. We're going to be putting forward proposals to be able to make sure that we're addressing those concerns of the American people in terms of the debt, in terms of creating those opportunities to let our small businesses flourish and to be able to create real jobs and get our people back to work so that our families can have that security that they so desperately need right now. We encourage all of you to contact our offices as you see the bills moving forward. We're going to be reintroducing our Planning for America's Energy Future Act of 2013. We've already reintroduced our Healthy Forest Management and Wildfire Act to be able to address a concern for the entire state of Colorado and indeed the western United States. And our hydroelectric bill. I think it's important when we're looking at energy development, we need to be able to do it responsibly. And in that all of the above fashion. It's going to be able to create jobs, to be able to create energy security in this country when we see on the world stage an ongoing challenge to make sure that we have that energy to be able to drive our economies and to be able to keep our homes warm in the winter months. We encourage you to call our office and make your voices be heard as well as we have these issues come forward. And we look forward to seeing you as we move throughout our district.